Hey guys, happy hump day. I got lots to talk about, so let's jump right into it. And this is my 2 cents. When I said hump, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it as how, you know, today's Wednesday, right? So the middle of the week is known as the hump, and you got over the hump, so happy hump day. So please get your minds out of the gutter. And seeing as how it is Wednesday, May the 27th, guess what was on TV today? Well, for those of you who don't watch sports or soccer, you might not know the answer, but today was the UEFA Champions League final. It was the ultimate showdown between the two top European powerhouse super clubs. As for me, I really wasn't rooting for either side. I was just enjoying the entertainment of the sport, which was, you know, so much more important than rooting for a team. So the first piece of news comes from Belgium, where there was a bodybuilding competition. But unfortunately, it did not go as planned. All 20 of those big, strong men turned into little sissies and ran for the exit as the anti-doping officials entered the building during the weigh-in. There has been a lot of controversy and speculation about bodybuilders and whether or not they use drugs or if it's really just a good diet and lots of exercise. This just goes to show you that it's hard to resist drugs when you want to pack a few more pounds. It's really a shame that a lot of modern day athletes turn to drugs just because they don't have the natural ability to compete, which is really sad. Oh, sissies. Alright, so let's move on to the next story. It seems as though the increased NATO presence has made the Taliban flee away, like the bodybuilders, because, well, they're sissies. Well, not exactly. They're actually seeking refuge in the bordering country of Pakistan. And so now thousands of Pakistanis are actually trying to run away from their country because of all this increased terrorist activity that's going on in their country. It's really unfortunate that these terrorists are going to other countries like Pakistan to find refuge because thousands of innocent people are being affected because of this war. And yeah, that's it really. And not only are the Taliban indirectly affecting the people in Pakistan, but they're also hurting their own people in Afghanistan. The sad thing is, it's happening to the kids in schools. I was gonna give my finger of shame to the bodybuilders in Belgium for ruining the name and integrity of the sport, but after reading this story about the Taliban in the newspaper, I've decided that today's finger of shame goes to the Taliban for resorting to such actions against innocent little children. I mean, come on, what are they thinking? As many of you might know, having health insurance or even just going to go see the doctor in the hospital in the US can cost you an arm and a leg. Literally and figuratively, actually. Congress is actually weighing the option of increasing the tax on, wait for it, soda. You heard me. This proposal will increase the price of buying pop or soda or carbonated beverage by a few cents. And so the American Beverage Association and the corporations like Coca-Cola and Pepsi are protesting. They actually think that people are gonna buy less soda just because it costs a few more cents. But come on, if you like drinking Coke or Sprite, Pepsi, whatever it is, I'm sure you're still gonna buy it even if it costs a little bit more. And let's say you break an arm. You can't afford to go and get it fixed. So what do? You just let it hang there? Obviously, you can see the benefits of this new tax proposal that will bring in millions of dollars to help the tens of millions of people in America who don't have health insurance. A lot of people are against this new tax proposal because they feel that they shouldn't have to pay more for things that other people don't have. Now, this has nothing to do with my political values, believe me. I just think that it's a human right, it's a human necessity to have healthcare, to be able to go see your doctor, let's say when you have some sort of sickness or injury, then you can find help for that without having to pay such lucrative amounts. And then again, this tax proposal is actually not that bad of an idea, because it actually might be able to dissuade people from buying and consuming soda, which obviously, as you know, obesity is a very big problem in the United States. And the Senate Finance Committee is also considering other options to bring more Americans healthcare, which is to, let me read this for a second, sorry. It's to consider cutting special Medicare payments to teaching hospitals and requiring drug companies to provide bigger discounts to Medicaid programs. And lastly, the Senate has voted no to closing down Guantanamo Bay, because they're afraid that once these prisoners of war are released, that they'll run amok. But come on, let's get real here. The terrorists that actually do have information that incriminates or evidence that proves that they actually are terrorists and that they will do harm, they're not going to be set free. They're going to be tried with due process in the legal courts in the United States, and once they're in prison, they're not going to have Jesus or Allah. Their behinds are going to be busier than the test bench at a plunger factory, where they're going to have people like Jesus and some really big buff guy named Tiny with like 1 billion tattoos hovering over them in the showers, and when they drop the soap, pop goes the weasel. And so that was it for today. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you later. Bye!